Hello, this is Nizar from Querium-IT Channel. Today we are going to take a look at 3 array methods in JavaScript and see what is the difference between them, which are map, reduce, and filter. So let's start. JavaScript has a variety of methods that deal with arrays, and many people may get confused when using map, reduce, or filter methods. So to start with map method, let's suppose that we have an array of objects here, and every object has two properties, ID and name. So if we want to extract only IDs or only names in a separate array, the first thing that we think about is using for each or for iterators. So to do that, we can simply declare an empty array to put the elements in and go through our elements of the array using for each. That will take a callback function with one parameter. Let's call it student, and every time we are going to push the ID of the student into our args array. So to get the result, console.log args, and here we are, we get the wanted result. But for a simple goal like that, this method seems a bit long, especially for larger arrays with larger objects. So instead, we can use map method to do the same job for us. So we keep the same array here, and we apply the map method on our array. Map method here, it will take simply a callback function with one parameter student, and we are going to return the ID of every mapped element. And here we are, we get the same result as the previous. And with ECMAScript 6 we have the same thing we can do, but with a shorter way using row functions. To do that, we can simply write student, the row, and we return our ID. And here we are, we get the wanted result. So map method, it really helps, especially when we have larger objects and arrays, especially when working with JSON data. Now we come to the reduce method, which works just like map method when it runs a callback function for each element. So let's see the difference between the two methods. We suppose here that we have an array of objects, and each object has 3 parameters: a name, an ID, and a salary. And if we want to calculate the total of employees' salaries, we are going to use the reduce method. So to do that, we simply declare a constant total, which will take the result of reduce method applied on employees array. And reduce method will take 2 parameters. The first one is a callback function with 2 arguments, an accumulator, and the second one is employee, which is the iterated element, and inside we are going to return the accumulator plus employee dot salary. And the second parameter is the initialized value of accumulator to start with. So here we choose 0, and to get the results we console.log total, and here we go, we get the correct result we want. And just like in with map methods, ECMAScript 6 has shortened the way to write the callback function inside. So we will just write an arrow function with two parameters, an accumulator, employee, arrow, then we return accumulator plus employee dot salary, without forgetting, of course, the second parameter, which is 0, to initialize the accumulator. So every time here reduce will pass the result of a callback function to the next callback function applied on the next element of the array to get the result. So that's all about reduce method. Let's move to the next method, filter. Finally, we come to filter method. Actually, filter method, we use it when we want to get some specific elements from an array according to a specific condition. So to do that, we will declare a const array, which will take the result of filter method. So here filter method will take just one parameter, which is a callback function with one parameter. Let's call it employee. So and inside we are going to apply our condition. So if we want here in this array, if we want to get the salaries or the objects where the salary is superior than 2000. So here we'll just write return employees or employee dot salary is more or equal than 2000. We console.log the results, and here we go. So we get just two elements of the array where the salary is more or equal than 2000. And the same way like in map or with reduce, we can use the arrow function as a shorter way according to ECMAScript 6. So we just write employee row where employee dot salary is more or equal to 2000. And here we go, we get the same result in just one line. Do not forget to subscribe and click on the bell icon below to be notified for new videos. Thank you for watching. See you next time.